back of this, just to understand, make you understand why even though that's not a subject of description here, but I thought we should have an explanation of this, why when we are talking about this, the world and experience and the Bhautika and the Atharvana Veda, this doubt should not be there, then why the world was there. So Atharvana Veda, this is based on the Atharvana Veda that I thought I will just explain this. That's why I took this subject. See, why this world is required. What I am trying to establish is that this world is required. This Bhautika Jivan is required, so that through this only I do the learning of the true Adhyatma. I will be complete, otherwise I will be incomplete. I should have all the knowledges. See, when I have experienced the knowledge of hunger, then only I know what is hunger. If I have experienced the thirst, then only I know what is thirst. I have experienced pain, so I know what is a pain. So this experiencing, I am not talking about pain and hunger, experiencing of the Bhautika Jivan is that what is necessary. So living in the Bhautika Jivan, that's what I said in the initial stage itself, living in the fire, among the fire, not getting attached and attracted to fire, not using the fire for my benefit, is called the true living, true experience of living. Brahmachari is taught not to get attached and attracted to that. That is how he survives. He survives. That's called the true survival. The others are all living. One lives for surviving, other lives for living. What is living? Living that. Whether you will survive or not, that you don't know, but you are living. Living is important, I said. Yes, absolutely right. Living in the right sense for the purpose of survival is important, is the meaning of that. Life is not important, living is important, I said. So living means living for the purpose of survival of the Atma, not getting entangled and involved into the attractions and attachment of the Bhautika Jivan. Your ahankara should be utilized in order to destroy your ahankara. Your pride should be utilized to destroy your pride. Your anger should be utilized to destroy your anger. Your ajnana should be utilized for your destroying your ajnana. By attaining the jnanam. That's all. So sacrifice is that, then is called sufferings. Sufferings is that suffering. You have to undergo the sufferings. Through the sufferings only, as I told you, when I have hunger, then only I know what is called hungry, what is called the meaning, what is the word meaning of hungry, hunger, thirst, same way, hunger of the life. How to lead the right life in order to attain the Parabrahman, that hunger should always be there in you. You should identify that hunger. This can go through the sufferings. When you live very happily with all the material with you, you will never learn anything. You will never try to learn. When you are happy, we forget the God. We are busy with protecting how to save the money, what is the bank account, how much interest I will get and where should I invest, and how much return I will get, when should I handle this, when, oh, this has to be handled today, tomorrow that has to be handled, this has to be multiplied, this has to be, destroyed, this has to be sold and that has to be bought. We are busy only with that, isn't it? But through sufferings, I remember the Lord at all points of time. That what is necessary, absolutely necessary, austerity is necessary for us for the survival. Hey, Ishvara, provide me only that. So that my mind is always with you, like Ishvara told. Is why the Bhautika Daridrata has been given to Kuchela, full of bhakti has been given to him, so that he lived in the bhakti and forgot the Daridrata, what we call as Daridrata of the Bhautika Jivan, material Daridrata. The absence of the materialism, that which has created the spiritualism in him, is not the absence of him, or not the absence of his survival or his Atma, it is the spirituality in him that has to be confined with, confirmed, is it not? That which is called the truth, And that has to be understood only through sufferings. Suffering is that. What is suffering? Suffering of your mind, suffering of your emotion. What is suffering? Suffering is not anything else. Make the mind suffer. Now the meaning of suffering you should understand properly. Make the mind suffer, make the indriya suffer, make the intellect, make your ego suffer. For its own emotional activities, attachment and attractions is called suffering. Make him suffer, make these suffer against the emotions, attractions and attachments. So they will be suffering. If you show something to the mind, I will give you this, the mind will always be thinking that. Say that I won't give you, the mind suffers. Make it suffer like that. There ahimsa will not do. Himsa has to be done. That is called ahimsa. Make the mind suffer, make the body suffer, make the antaratma and the antakarana suffer. They said suffering in the sense, again, not physically hurting. Some people, they always misunderstand these words. No? Give the absence of it. What is suffering? Give the absence of that what is necessary, what is wanted by the mind or the indriyas and the antakarana. It's called suffering, not that hurting, cutting the finger, cutting the head, cutting the ears and nose. It's not called suffering, or suffering of starving without food. No, not seeing, not doing this, not doing that, and doing this, doing that, and all these classifications, they are not at all suffering. Suffering is that making the mind starve from the attractions and attachments, so that the mind, we say the mind suffers. Emotion suffers. Let the emotion suffer of the activities of attachment and attractions and desires, so that it promotes itself automatically when it has got suffering here. When it doesn't get what it wants, it goes where whatever is available. What is available? That Paramatman is always available at any point of time. Sukha to the mana and the sharira will make us forget about the Antaratma.